The Air India crashed into a medical student hostel building. Why was it so close to takeoff area? Have you ever wondered? Is there a set limit around which no building should be constructed? Some of those buildings aren't even legally supposed to be there, and worse, the people responsible for allowing them may never be punished. So let's talk about something nobody wants to: unauthorized buildings near airports, and who really pays the price when things go wrong. After the horrifying plane crash in Ahmedabad that killed 241 people on board and nearly 30 on the ground, including young medical students, a disturbing truth has come back into focus. Our airports are surrounded by illegal structures, and this isn't just Ahmedabad. Mumbai airport handles over 950 aircraft a day, and yet it too has buildings. Some upscales, some slums, rising right in the aircraft path. So, how did this happen? Back in 2019, a lawyer filed a case pointing out how nearly 48 buildings in Mumbai had illegally exceeded height limits near the airport. In 2022, the Bombay High Court ordered action, yet, as of today in 2025, only a few bits have been demolished. The rest still standing, still risky, still untouched. And here's where it gets murkier. These buildings couldn't have come up without official giving permissions. Airport authorities ignoring red flags and builders breaking every rule with full knowledge that they will get away with it. And they usually do. Meanwhile, ordinary home buyers, many who didn't even know their building was illegal, are thrown into court cases, fear of demolition, or worse, complete loss of their homes. Now, if we're looking at the Thane case, where the Supreme Court refused to protect 17 buildings, saying bluntly, there is no rule of law. Hundreds of families now face demolition. Similar story in the famous Campa Cola compound. The ones who lost the most are never the ones who broke the rules. So between April 2024 and March 2025, the BMC found over 3,300 illegal structures and slapped 393 crore in penalties. But here's the catch: many of these buildings won't be demolished. People will just pay and move on. So, what message does this send? Well, as long as you have money or connections, you can break the law. And if you don't, you pay the price. Courts can keep ordering demolitions, but unless we create a system where unauthorized construction is impossible, and unless every official who signed those files is named and punished, nothing will change. And while buyers lose homes and lives are risked in the air, those who allowed this chaos continue to sit in powerful chairs, peacefully, silently, untouched. So that's all. What do you think on this? What are your views? Do let us know in the comment section. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Free Press Journal.